Hi and welcome to another 5-minute session, and this time I will talk about scratches and wear and how you can do that on your material. Most people are struggling with it, so we go through it here. What people normally do is things like this. So you take a noise texture and then you have some detail and scale on it and change these things, and then you use a map range to filter out this noise here till it gets really only a few things left, and that you can take it high up, everything disappears, and with lower value then you have more of this, and now it doesn't look like scratches, it more looks like cloud. So you have to take it up a bit, but if you do, you get scratches, and if you want less and so on, you can make more distortions, and then you have more scratches. However, it's still like lumps or bumps just here, and you don't have these long scratches that you normally want. So to do that, you can make more out of this by adding a wave texture as well. So I press Shift A, go to texture and select the wave texture. And I let the noise go into the wave texture. But before I do that, I change this to be a diagonal, and then I can take this wave texture to the noise here. So if I now take the factor to the W, I have W since I changed this from 3D to 4D, you can see now that I get scratches that are lines. However, the problem here is that every line is going in the same direction, so we need to fix that as well. And we can do that with the rotation. So Shift A, go to vector, and here we have vector rotate. So if we select that, take the UV to the vector and vector to the vector, we don't change so much, but we can change the angle, and if we change the angle you can see it rotates. However, everything is rotating the same, so we need to change it so only a part of this is rotated, and we can use a noise for that. So press Shift A, texture, and add a noise texture, and take that to the UV and put in this to the rotation. But now you can see everything gets swirly and it doesn't look like good scratches. So to fix that, we add a multiply here, so we get a bit higher number to work with, and we put that to like 5 or something like that. And then we put the floor here, because the floor takes away all the decimals, and then we only get like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 instead of all these decimals, and that means that we can get straight lines if we just put that into the angle here. And now you can see, now we have straight scratches but going in different directions, and you can change roughness, distortion and so on if you want it to change more often. So if you take up the roughness, you can see then they get shorter, the same with linearity and so on. And you can of course also change the multiply to make it happen more times. Right now it only goes in 4 directions, so if you want more directions, then you can do like this, that you can add it another thing here that will make this angle change, and you can do that by adding a white noise, for instance. So if I take a press Shift A, texture, and a white noise texture, and I take a subtract here because I would like it to go both directions, so I subtract with 0.5. that means that we get an output of 1. Instead of 0 to 1, we get 0.5 to negative 0.5. And we can use that together with this one, but the same with noise, we get a lot of stuff out, and we only want like straight lines, and so we want to use a floor here as well. And we also need bigger numbers, and so we add a scale to get bigger numbers from the UV. You can put that to 10, for instance. And then we put the floor on this one, and then we take away all the decimals again, and we change white noise texture to 2D, so we have it like that. And then we can use that and do whatever we want, multiply or add or something together with this one. So if I press Shift A and go to Converter and Math, put that in here and put an add here. Then you can see now we have scratches all over the place. You can't see that these are generated in 4 directions. It goes in all directions, but we have scratches all the way here. So that is a good way to make scratches using the wave texture together with the noise, and then rotate it in different ways. And to don't get these swirling lines, you just add a floor, and you can rotate using a noise or white noise texture, or use both and combine them as I did here. Okay, then you have a basic understanding on how to do scratches. So I say bye for now and see you tomorrow.